Hello and welcome. This is Snehal Tapulwadikar. I'm an art historian currently working with Sir J.J. School of Arts in the Department of Art History at Aesthetics. We shall be discussing about the movement called as Futurism in the history of Western art in the paper of History of Western and Indian Art. Futurism in various aspects is considered to be the most significant and unique among the modern art movements. One of the reasons for this claim is that unlike its predecessing and successive movements, which were mostly born in France or were mostly Paris-centric like the Impressionist, Post-Impressionist, Cubist, Futurism was born in Italy. It was widely influential with goals set out in series of manifestos stressing a break from the past. It was the most radical of the movements that vehemently rejected all conventions and time-honored values. Unlike its predecessor movements whose names were coined and given to them by the critics of its contemporary times, this movement chose its own name. The tradition of artists, writers, and manifestos began with Futurism. Futurists take their inspiration from a movement which began just some time back before its manifesto was declared, that is Cubism. During the Renaissance time and almost until the beginning of modern period of Impressionism, art in Europe was centered in and around Florence, majorly around Italy. After the beginning of photography, the center of art in Europe shifted from Florence to Paris, and most of the modern art movements thus began to be represented in the Salon at Paris. Also, the artists began gathering there, the writers, the critics, all were centered now in France. The artists in Italy, by the time the beginning of 20th century, wanted to rebring the glamour that art scene had in Italy during the Renaissance times. They began thinking about what new they could be doing, what is that which is going on in the world, and what could be done in order to bring back the beauties of art back to the areas in Florence. Taking a cue from the most current movement of Cubism, of rejecting all that was happening before them, Futurists began rethinking about the new inventions that were happening in the early 20th century just before the World War. They were extremely fascinated by the machineries, the industrialization which was taking place in England and Germany and which had newly started coming in the Italian regions. They vehemently say that all the art before them has to be rejected and has to be redeveloped and remodeled according to the changes in the society. The society does not really need beauty now, but the society needs speed. The pace of development is increasing each day and artists need to bring that in their artworks too. They did not essentially reject the ideas of beauty as the Cubists did. Neither were they interested in concepts like simultaneous vision or concepts like flattening the 2D surface or any other concerns that Cezanne or Picasso or Braque might have had. Futurists plainly wanted to do something different and got engaged into speed. One of the most influential proponents of the movement, poet Filippo Tommaso Marinetti, was the founder of Futurism. One of the most influential proponents of this movement, poet Filippo Tommaso Marinetti, was the founder of Futurism. He wrote the first manifesto which was published as a preface to a volume of poems. In his manifesto he writes, "We declare that the splendor of world has to be increased by a new beauty, the beauty of speed. A racing car, its body ornamented by great pipes that resembles snakes with explosive breath, a screaming automobile that seems to run on grapeshot, is more beautiful than the winged victory of the Scimitar, the famous Hellenistic sculpture that stands in Louvre today. Beauty now exists only in struggle. A work that is not aggressive in character cannot be a masterpiece. We want to glorify war, the world's only hygiene, militarism, patriotism. The destructive act of the anarchist, the beautiful ideas for which one dies, the contempt for women. We want to destroy the museums, the libraries and the academics of all kind, and to make war on moralism, feminism and on every opportunist and utilitarian vileness. We shall sing the great crowds, excited by work, pleasure or writing, the multicolored, multiverse tides of the revolution in modern capitals. We shall sing the nocturnal vibrating incandescence of arsenals, the shipyards ablaze with the violent electric moons, the voracious stations devouring the smoking soapens, the broad-breasted locomotives that paw the grounds of the rails, and the smooth flight of the aeroplanes, their propellers flapping the winds like flags, seeming to clap approval like an enthusiastic crowd. We launch from Italy to the world this a manifesto of overwhelming and insedentary violence, with which we today found futurism, because we want to liberate this land from the fetid cancer of professors, archaeologists, guides and antiquarians. We can see from this manifesto that they wanted to do something radical. They had no clue about what they really wanted to do, but were interested in everything that modernism had brought into their city. Then there might be the trains, the locomotives, the planes, and everything that could reject the basic initial ideas of Renaissance, that of values, morals, beauty, delicacy, and fragility. Futurists were deeply concerned with the problems of representing the modern experience and struggled to depict subjects that evoke the awe of modern life. They did not merely focus on the sensations that met the eye, but were interested in all kinds of aspects that surrounded modern life, such as noise, heat, even smell of the metropolis and the locomotives. Futurists worked in eclectic manner. Although they borrowed from various aspects of post-impressionism, symbolism and pointillism, futurists put idea before style, challenging not only the traditional artistic values but also the aesthetic ambitions of the avant-garde art. Their work tested and proved the possibility of using art as a means of capturing non-visuals as well as visuals in their surroundings, which they believed to be very dynamic and not static. This is the only aspect in which we might consider them going parallel to Cubism, and this might be one of the reasons that they accepted Cubism to be their influence, since both of them basically wanted to show moving objects in a static manner. They conceived their art not as an experiment of the artist or not for the pleasure of the mind or senses, like their predecessors might have done, but rather as an attempt to show the world, not actually as it might have been experienced. The visual technology proved fascinating for the futurist, particularly chronophotography that allowed movements of an object to be shown in a sequence of frames. Technology in general was very significant on their approach to show movement through their works, depicting objects with rhythmic and pulsating qualities. Inspired by this photographic style, you will find that futurists use repetitive frames in fast pace in their paintings to show that the object is moving. This can be seen in works like The Walking Girl, the girl climbing down the staircase, or the lady walking her dog. Futurists believe that the growth of technology and concurrent developments in the society and thought required expression, and to achieve this they insisted on new and bold art forms never been resented vehemently before. They used bright colors and broken forms from Cubism. This encouraged the lesser Cubists of France to move away from the monochromatic idioms of Picasso and Braque. Their overall compositions offered viable alternatives to the centralized arrangements of the Cubists. Many futurist works turn the canvas into a section what must seem like a continuous motion in which the action passes from one end of the canvas to the other. The futurists are not really concerned about the composition like the post-impressionist or the impressionist might have been. They are more concerned about showing an event passing on the canvas. Wrote as they have written in their manifesto, the ideas of beauty and art and the pleasure given to the spectator does not concern them. Art for them is a vehicle to experience the modern technological advancements. What exactly was new in futurism? Given the futurist belief defined by Marinetti, what form was painting, sculpture, literature, music or theatre going to take was a pressing question. The problem of how to be was most acutely felt by the painters of the movement, being highly aspirational. They were the first to become the futurist. Soon after the first manifesto was published by Marinetti, the painters in Italy introduced themselves to him and drew their own manifesto of the futurist painters. The set of painters included Umberto Bassioni, Carlo Cara, Luigi Russolo. It was addressed to the young artist of Italy. It criticized the decadence of contemporary Italian art and its obsession with exploiting the glories of the ancient Romans and called for a new art that would reflect the frenzied life of great cities and exciting new psychology of the modern nightlife. Nightlife was something which was very attractive for the futurist for the reason that it showcased the electrical advancements that had taken place in the modern ages. The twinkling of street lights, the twinkling of locomotives and buses, the trains that went around in the city was something that was essentially created by man, and thus futurists believed that to be the future of modern world and not the ray of sunlight that impressionists would have tried to capture. As an art movement, futurism was exceptionally aspirational. Futurists hailed scientific progress, speed, technological advancement and industrial achievements. The conventions and established ideas of the art were criticized and dispensed. Futurists adopted the methods and techniques from post-impressionist and divisionism, and the blend of two resulted in a new style of painting, which the forms were broken down into dots and strips to depict the shimmer of light or the blur of high speed, such as automobile and aeroplane. This was followed by an influence of analytical cubism, where the artist began breaking down the forms which they saw and recreating them in their own fashion. Thus, taking a cue from later cubism, futurists not just depicted the light or the shimmer of speed that they saw around, but they recreated the forms which were the negatives of the same and painted large works. Futurists combined the cubist techniques with the urban and political subjects matter to create a large scale of works. Phenomena of speed remains central to the futurist works. Futurism is one of the interesting modern movements again for the reason that this was not centered only around the two-dimensional space of painting. We have futuristic sculptures as also futuristic videos, cinema and architecture. Umberto Bassioni was the only sculptor among the futurists. He started his career as a painter and continued to paint until 1913. He was undoubtedly the most gifted artist among the futurists, apart from being the most inventive. He gave perfect expression to the basic themes of futurism: the metropolis, the light, the energy, the mechanical movements, noise, the urban ways of pleasure seeking. More impressive is Bassioni's triumphant venture into sculpture. He turned into a sculptor to translate his futuristic ideas in three-dimensionality in an attempt to realize the relationship between object and the environment. In 1912, he wrote his own manifesto of the futurist sculpture. Fed up by the bronze and stone statues and monuments and the Greco-Roman tradition, which was so dampened in Italy and which stifled the sculpture itself, he called for a total renewal. He writes, "Let us get rid of the lot and let us proclaim the absolute and final discarding of the finite line and of the closed for statue. Let us tear the body open, let us include its surrounding in it. Thus, a figure may have one arm clothed and the other naked, and the varying lines of the vase of flowers may chase each other freely. Thus, a figure may have one arm clothed and the other naked, and the varying lines of the vase flowers may chase each other freely between the lines of a hat of a neck. Thus can the transparent planes of glass, of sheet and metal, wires, electric outside and inside lighting indicate the planes, the directions, the tones and the half-tones of the new reality. The following year, he produced his masterpiece, The Unique Forms of Continuity in Space. This work vividly depicts the movement of the body and illustrates his theory of dynamism. Bassioni's sculptures are very revolutionary in their concepts and styles. In 1914, architecture entered the futurist domain. Architect Antonio Sant'Elia wrote the Manifesto of Futurist Architecture. His ideas were more graphically presented in a large and imaginative range of drawings, some of which were exhibited under the title The New City. In these drawings, with a vision that suggested science fiction, Antonio proposed the ideas of a new metropolis designed without any reference to historical styles, but in tandem with the new materials and structural inventions of engineering to meet the new ideas of population in the age of rapid speed. His drawings suggest a sense of form owing much to the ideas of Art Nouveau. The architecture in Futurism follows Manifesto of Painting, initially written by Marinetti, where they talk about completely declining everything that was existent in the history. Although, unlike painting and sculpture, architecture, since being a utility dwelling space, could not take freedoms like the artist might have done otherwise. Futurism thus celebrated science, technology and urban modernity. They attempted to destroy traditional and historical forms of culture and demonstrate the beauties of modern life through their art. Futurism was one of the most politically vocal art movements of the 20th century in Europe. It combined artistic and political agendas in order to foster change across Europe and particularly in Italy. Futurists urge the spectator to experience a work of art instead of merely seeing it. Futurism at the first place is philosophical and it questions how to push life to its greatest possible force and fullness, and then secondly it becomes a visual art movement. Futurists idealized war and revolutions as practical tools for making greater impact on the lives of people. They also saw tradition as an hindrance to the originality in life. They called for a complete rejection of conventional ways in the making of art. Traditional futurists believed made humans go away from what was the beauty of modern life. Modern life, although might not be fitting in the initial ideas of beauty, had its own aesthetical pleasures. For them, the reality was cars, dance halls, street fights, in short, every aspect of urbanization. Futurists believed in putting their own passions before anything else to activate and depict them in art. They believed in a systematic exaggeration of everything to the extreme. The life of a futurist was all about movement. Anything that did not move was dead. Anything that did not have speed was completely useless and should have been thrown out according to their concepts. According to the futurists, more the movement, richer the life. They always aspired for a total dynamic sensibility felt by them through rhythm of various fragmented impressions and movements happening around in the surroundings. Futurists portrayed not only the online actions going on simultaneously in nature, but also began depicting the elapsing of time, because with speed, time becomes shorter, pace becomes even more increasing in the surrounding space. Futurists believed that art should not be created in superficial contact with reality. They were specifically interested in the inner strengths, activities, and rhythms. The subjects that they called forth new emotions were depicted. Futurists placed their ability in the spectator to feel the dynamic connection in the same way as the painted picture in reality. They attempted to actively involve the spectator's participation. Although the manifestos of futurism and the ideas that the architects, sculptors, and painters put forward to the people were very fantastic and encouraging, practically what the futurists did not really look any different from the Cubists. If we are not aware of the manifestos written by Marinetti, we might consider the works of futurists as bad examples of Cubism. Some of the works done by a few artists show dynamism and strength, but otherwise they look like chaotic actions done on the canvas. In 1914, the beginning of World War I, futurism was decline in Italy, since beyond Italy it had no takers. In Paris, there already had begun isms like Dadaism, who were now anti-art movements and were least concerned with the ideas of speed and dynamism that the futurists were working on. Personal rifts, disagreements, and quarrels led to the complete collapse of the futurist group. The Florence group objected to the leadership of Marinetti and Bassiani. Meanwhile, the war broke out and spelled the end of futurism. Most futurists moved into more traditional styles and attitudes in their work. The nationalist Marinetti fulfilled his political ideals by helping fascism to take power in Italy. Many younger artists of the movement attempted to carry aspects of futurism into 1930s with little impact. Yet the impact of futurism was of an extreme and long importance. Because of their close links to Cubism, futurism had almost equal conquest. Italian futurism had in particular a violent impact on artists across Europe. Significantly, futurism was the first European art movement that aimed directly at the massed urban audience. They were the people who were the first in the modern period of European art to accept the beauties of urbanization, unlike the Romanticists or the Impressionists, who were still dwelling in the beauties of natural light and nature. Futurists were concerned about equating art with life and not making art something beyond the understanding of people or something which was only part of esoteric life of a certain class of people. They aimed at transforming the political and conventional mentality of the society. Futurists were particularly concerned about the effect of modern life. They demanded a complete renewal of human sensibility. They hailed science and technology. They were fascinated by the inventions which had brought about great revolution in the living of mankind, like aeroplanes, trains, fast-moving ships. Futurists believed that the traditional approaches in art are the basic hindrance for any kind of creativity.